what have we here? A bountiful planet. Look at those colors. Hello everyone, Thranxes here, and welcome back to No Man's Sky, episode 201, where we have given our magnetized ferrite capital a chance to accumulate, hopefully, a full stack of resources in the reserve piping system that we built. So I think we should, before we depart this system, visit our little frothing base one last time, appreciate the beauty of this highly divergent from reality sort of planet, and oh, look at, hold on. Let's not get turned around. Look at that rainbow. It's pretty significant. The way it just breaks over the rings. Perhaps we've taken too many pictures of this planet, but I would be remiss if I didn't stop and grab some just for the... Oh, nah. Yeah, we'll do it like that. I think the default's the winner for though. Alright, back to our base. There we go. It's you feel like you know what this planet is gonna be like, and then when you land, it's still breathtaking. Like I'm quickly coming around to the idea that these types of planets are my favorite. Look at that. I am sorry. Nope, but I'm not sorry. Oh, some other ships flying across this. I mean, this is amazing. This is ridiculous. Ooh, that's too bright. Hold on. Stock, amber, fog, vibrant is kind of neat. But there's nothing wrong with the default filter on this one. Look at those colors. Okay, well now I just want those ships to get out of my way, actually. Thanks. I feel like we've got to turn back time just a little bit to get that sort of iridescent, ethereal quality. I like that one a lot. I do think we've played that one out. Okay. But wow. Talk about the colors. I'm gonna remember that one for a while. But we'll have to see what the next star system brings. For now, let's go ahead and take out all of that magnetized ferrite, please. No, all of it, all of it, all of it. Thank you. Let it fill back up. Let's make sure, how are our solar panels doing? Right, it's using quite a bit. It says time until drained, but it's counting up. No, it's actually it actually has quite a bit of power in these batteries. I'm not sure why it's counting up. That's interesting. But from up here, oh yeah, we absolutely have power up here. And look at these breathtaking views. Okay. I think that being said, we've got our magnetized ferrite. I'm a little surprised we didn't have space in the cargo. Well, we did have a few things we needed to handle. That's fine. Okay, so back to our capital ship, because we also need to receive our frigate expeditions. So we've set our last two raw to this planet. I would have been remiss if I didn't get one more quick gouge of some pictures, because I'm just such a fan of this type of planet. Sort of reality anomaly, if you will. You can see we didn't exactly park the freighter in orbit. We are sort of a little bit off of the orbit of the planet. Oh, look, hold on. Some ships are warping in. We're still in need of a trade frigate. Doesn't look like any frigates are for sale. Let's stay on task. Let's return to our fleet. We have some ships to debrief. Some commanders, I'm sure, have returned from very successful expeditions. All right, let's roll into the traffic pattern here, please, and thank you. All right. Initiate docking procedure. Wonderful. Now, I think first things first, we are carrying this nitrogen salt for reasons that I just don't have a good reason. So we're going to put them here on our hauler. Yep, there it is. Let me just put that right there. It's going to go up here sort of with the enriched carbon. It's on the gases side of the house because it's nitrogen and condensed carbon to make. I think that's probably good for now. Okay. We are going to want to switch our primary starship back. I'm such a huge fan of our exploration ship, but it would be nice to fly around in something a little more, I don't know, maybe the exotic craft. I am a fan of that first exotic we got, even though it was really not a great roll. We do have the squid craft. I'll have to think about it. Alright, so we're going to come up here to the base level of our capital ship. Let's see, I think we can afford to send these to the high capacity inventory now, right? We have this excess magnetized ferrite. Let's go ahead and start processing some of these materials we don't really need before we depart. First thing we're going to process is the goop. I suppose we should start processing the goop. Sure, go ahead. We have quite a bit of it on us. And then other than the goop, I also wanted to process the activated chromatic metal that I had, because I know we had some. There it is. Activated emerald. No reason to hold on to that. Now the pearls are for the Nautilon. These I think we can trade in at the Nexus. That we can sell for nanites. As far as cargo goes, we have this extra activated cadmium we can afford to get rid of. Lots of magnetized ferrite. And even some excess ferrite dust. What we're going to need to do, as I think about it, is we're going to need to travel back to old bases. At first, I sort of had this mentality of we were just going to let old bases go by the wayside and build new ones, and I thought, no, that's not. We have so many, especially the ones that have plants growing outside, and we did pick those planets for a reason. So we're going to head back, and we're going to get some of our bases up to speed by giving them power, infrastructure, and such. So that's how we're going to handle that now. Let's go ahead and debrief our commander quickly. So we got money, lots of money, some more activated metal, some cryo pumps. That's good. We'll throw those on the hauler. More activated metal, lots of money. That was a rather successful long distance sort of pearls, albumin pearls, really? We're just gonna let that go as is. Ooh, this one looks like it might have done what it needed to do. Yep, let's debrief this commander. Continued with the mission despite heavy damage. Got some money. Yep. Suffered catastrophic damage and was destroyed. Yeah, we had to do that. So we're only missing one trade frigate is what we're missing. Everything else is at the 6 mark. So we have 6 of everything except trade frigates. So that's the one we're on the lookout for now that we just made room for it. So we got rare metal element, tetra cobalt. This looks like a unique item and some Korvax casings. Not really what I need. I don't need the casings. I need the convergence cube would be nice. Let's go ahead and we'll debrief all of these. More indium, iridesite, geodesite. Look at all those. We'll go ahead and haul those to the hauler. I think that's fair. We'll look at what we have the most of. Maybe we'll turn some into nanites. I don't know. Money, more activated metal. Yeah. Nothing super important. The neat part about everything we just did is how it all fits on the freighter. Look at that. We didn't have to... Wow. Wow, that's a lot of junk, too. If I may be so bold, that is a whole lot of junk. Wow. Okay. That's... I think we'll go ahead and sell, because I know we're in a high wealth system now. Let's go ahead and sell the unique items that we picked up. There's no reason to hold on to those. The prehistoric welder's gadget, yeah, for 200,000. Not going to do any favors to hold on to that. All right. I can't believe that was the only one of those we got. Let's see. All of these are processing. Nope, no, they're not. More chromatic metal. And this one now... Well, if we have to make more fuel, we pretty much have all the stuff for it. That's 2,000 tons of frigate fuel. That's quite a bit. We have all this activated metal, though. What would I do with that much chromatic metal? You know what? We're going to have to spend some time thinking about that. I don't see any reason to hold on to the trade commodities. I'm pretty sure somebody takes Gravitino balls for nanites at the Nexus, but I don't see a reason that I can justify legitimately to hold on to... Let's see them. Nope, no. Wrong inventory. I want the freighter inventory. Yes, please. I can't see a reason to hold on to the vortex cubes or the pearls. We are going to hold on to the cryo pumps. You better believe it. Korvax casings? No. Could just sell the activated metals. Oh, 1,000,000.6? That's worth more to me than... Yeah. We might hold on to you for a minute. I know we don't need the daggers. Activated copper, that's a waste of space. And then the sac venom, we can get rid of that. I know the tetra cobalt is worth more. I honestly don't think that's worth my time to even mess with. Wait, what is my ionized cobalt at in my storage? Because that's the real question, isn't it? Well, I mean, I obviously have room for more, so... Let's do that then. We don't want to travel just yet while we have all these things processing anyways. Whoa, viscous fluids is only at 31%. Jeez. That might not be a thing we let run. We might have to stop. In fact, we will be stopping that here momentarily. Okay, that was pretty good, but we're going to need more than that. How about... Let's see how that works. And to think I almost sold it. It's just a super easy way to get resources. That definitely puts us closer to the cap on that stack. What do we have here? A tremendous amount of chromatic metal. We're not even going to do that anymore. I can't justify it. Because now, look, that's well over a stack. We're going to ice that. More than anything, I need to make more copper with it. Oh, that's what I should do. No, we need to get traveling. We could just spend here refining all this stuff forever and ever. Alright, let's put that stuff in our backpack and let's be on our way. Be on our way. We're going to build more stuff. But in order to go back and make our life easy, what we really need are some antimatter generators, which, as I understand it, means we need a lot of storm crystals, and so that's going to be our focus. I'm going to be trying to gather up some storm crystals and actually not selling them right away. So then there is that. Alright, there we have it. And let's go ahead and look at our next system. Should we send our next expeditions out? Probably should. Let's do that first, actually. What do you have? Ooh, a trade expedition. 3 stars and it's long. That's good. So we'll send all the trade vessels that we have, plus what we need is a supply. That's probably more than enough. Yeah, look at that. Of course it is. 850 tons. Kind of a lot. Maybe if instead... I'm thinking if we send a high-class support, it only takes it down to 800. Well, we'll just assume that's the best we can do for that one. It's a long voyage, you know. Alright, second longest voyage here. This is a balanced expedition. So we'll send the S-class trade and then combat, exploration, industrial, support. A little bit of everybody coming in right at 600 tons. I accept these terms. Now, let's see, we have a 2-star combat patrol, rather short mission. I think if we send... Let's actually leave the battleship behind, and instead we'll send a really good support. There you go. That's a good one. 2-star industrial. We should have plenty to cover this. And then we need another high-class support. We could send the advanced outfitting platform. And I feel like a support that still needs to level up would be a better choice, though. That's a pretty good mission requirement fulfilled. And then a balanced expedition here. Let's see if we just send combat, industrial, exploration, support. And we don't have the extra trade. So instead, we'll send an exploration. Ooh, we don't have the fuel. So close. I bet we can make some fuel real quick, though. Let's see how many we can make. We could probably make another 2 grand. That's how many supplies we have. Ooh, out of dihydrogen. Yep, boom. Sapped, if you will. And we used up a lot of our tritium too. That's okay though, because we're getting these expeditions maxed out and underway, and that's what we want. We just want to keep hitting these as hard as we can. Exploration, support, industrial, combat, and we'll do another exploration. Yep, and away they go. Look at that. And we've got a couple of these little fuel remainders sitting around. Not a problem. Not a problem. Okay, now I think we can safely travel. Look at all these missions they want us to turn in here. I bet they do. Oh, here you go. A high GEC. Looks like manufacturing system with water. Yeah, industrial. I think that's exactly where we're going to go, actually. Let's do it. Oh my. Look at this system already. Already looking interesting. Okay. All right. Then let's make our way down. I think the first thing what we'll do is we'll get our viscous fluid back processing, because there's no reason not to just leave it here and leave it running. I think we can all agree that's probably the best use of having all this goop, is to just say process, run as much as you can, and then here let's go ahead, we'll leave some copper behind in our inventory, enough that we can build a few things. Yeah, but then we need to increase our copper, please and thank you. It's probably enough to get us started. Let's go place our items in the appropriate starships. Look at how this system is colorizing everything. This ship will forever have its issues from resting at the bottom of the ocean. There's not much we could do about it. That's just the way it goes, I guess. Okay, alright, so let's see. We're going to take the cryo pumps, and we'll just go ahead and put those there. Then, let's see. The iridesite is the one we sort of have the most of. I guess we'll go ahead, for now, we'll just go ahead and leave the excess there. The geodesite needs to catch up. Actually, I think we'll go back and process these into platinum. Sure. Everything else we're going to leave as is. And that means my cargo is fairly straightforward. Now, the one thing I didn't get to do, and I should have, was check the terminal here on my capital ship. I'm not sure if it's always going to be the same as the terminal at the space station. I feel like it's different. So likely it's going to be worth looking at. Let's just see what we can buy. Not a lot of anything, right? We need to go to the space station. That terminal is mostly just a place for us to sell our goods if we're too lazy to go anywhere else. I'm already a big fan of this colorization. I have to admit that for sure. Whoa, look at that. Look at that hauler. Okay. Might be some pretty neat ships. Let's go visit the space station and see what we get. Okay, alright. Just looking around. It's very red, orange, yellow. It's a fiery type nebula. We'll have to go scan the planets here in a minute and see what we get. For now, Let's see if we can get any additional navigational points. Let's see what the cartographer has to offer. Let's make our rounds. Maybe there's a good multi-tool. Unlikely. But we can see what kind of starship technology we're looking at. S-class photon cannon, positron phase beam pulse engine. That's absolutely what I'm looking for. I sort of want the positron as well. And I feel like the photon cannon is always a good one. I mean, more than anything, I want my fighter to be just armed to the teeth. We don't need another thermal protection module. We can afford to let that one go. That'll help offset some of the nanite cost, albeit not all of it. Don't think I need to talk to anybody else. Okay, so we'll head to the other side. We'll cash in some of the quests that we... Ooh. B35 plus 10. The heavy fighter, very similar to ours in appearance. Let's see. See if you Prospector Olatile is selling any sort of tritium or the things they are selling, they're selling lots of though. I could just buy a bunch of copper and save me so much time of processing, and I think I'm going to do that just for the ease of doing it. Wonderful. Doesn't really tell me how much of these metals I have. I think I need quite a bit though. So we're just going to buy them. And the phosphorus is good for so many things. Okay. I think I'll leave. I don't want to make an offer on your starship. No, thank you. It's not that good of a starship. Now. If we look at our cargo, we can see... Right, so we sort of overdid it with those metals. What we really need is ammonia. I don't think... I guess we'll sell them back. I don't see a huge reason to do that, though. But I also don't see a huge reason to hold on to them, so... Oh, that's why I don't want to sell them back. Not like that, anyways. Right, because I want to sell them from the starship so I don't have to quantify their amounts. That way I can just say, sell all of that and all of that. That wasn't too bad. Lost a little bit of money. As you tend to when you buy something and then turn around and sell it at the exact same place. You tend to lose a little bit of money when you do that. Look at these, easy nanites. Plus we have a lot of discoveries we can upload if we were ever under the gun for nanites. We absolutely do not need the units. But I will always take more nanites. Thank you, Explorers Guild. Okay, what kind of new missions do you have? A photo of a land creature? I'm sure we'll get one of those at some point. I don't want to do the rest of those. No offense. Let's see what your cartographer is up to. Yeah. Hello, friend in maps. I would like to exchange maps. Let's go ahead. Let's just do one for now. So we can see what it leads to, because each one is different. An inhabited outpost of some kind. It's not really what I'm looking for, but we'll plot it anyways. Minor settlement plotted. Not what we're looking for, but but that's okay. You don't really get to pick what they give you as far as what the cartographers of that section are going to direct you to. You just sort of have to deal with it. Ah, you know what I did not check, though? Is I did not check if I could buy tritium or dihydrogen in bulk, and I would like to check that, so... There's dihydrogen jelly. Oh, there's some tritium. Oh, and some sodium nitrate. I'm just like, once you stock up on enough money and get enough resources... I mean, how could anything be faster than this? It's pretty crazy. Right, so there's my sodium nitrate, and then I guess, yeah, we'll start processing some dihydrogen jelly. 30? Is that really... Yeah, sure. We'll take 40. And that's gonna be like, brr, exactly. So we're gonna send it all to the freighter. All of it. Even the mods. Even these. Yep. Perfect. Okay. Now, let's go see what kind of planets we have in the system. We're not even going to talk to any of the aliens at the space station that are just walking around because we don't have to, you know, because this game is more than a collection of checks in the box that you have to get. And it's about... What the heck kind of a planet is this? It's going to be cold with this fiery sky at night. A Himal planet with high sentinel activity. Interesting. And it's paired up with, oh my, what have we here? A bountiful planet. Look at those colors. Okay, we've got a couple of moons. Got one moon paired up over here with this minor settlement. And of course, it's not going to let us look at the moon. Okay, the other moon paired up is over here. Let's see if we can scan this. A sporal moon. Copper, gold, and silver. What an interesting system. I don't think we're going to get any storm crystals here, though. Irradiated moon. Okay. If everything is going to be over there, then we're going to stop and we're going to visit the Himal planet first. We'll go ahead and hit the bright day side. We'll just see what we get. Now, what I'm trying to understand is how these two things are going to look together. If I can just get the ship, like, splitting it, I think. I think that's a pretty neat picture, but maybe not. Maybe that's the actual picture. I think that contrast is really neat. I just don't know how to... Let's see if we can go down towards the atmosphere a little bit further. Perhaps I'm really just overthinking it. Right, we're sort of a little bit on the darker side of the Terminator, so let's jump over to where we're going to have a better angle at the sun. Okay, we're actually kind of just tiptoeing right into the atmosphere now. Oh, wow, look at that. That's like too much though, isn't it? Maybe we do it like this, or... That's a pretty neat picture. Hold on, let's see what we can do to that. Vintage sort of mellows it out a little bit. Alright, okay. Enough with the pictures. No, it's not enough with the pictures, but there's a limit. You know, there's a threshold. So we've got to find that line of stopping to get some beautiful shots and actually playing the game. Look at these mountains. So we have some massive rock formations here just cutting right up out of the earth. Look at that. So you're talking about ruins or some sort of very abnormal tectonic activity. But look at these valleys and this low-lying rainbow. Looks like all the moisture on this planet is just locked down into frozen water of some kind. Let's find an actual high location to get a viewpoint from here. We'll cut over here towards this rainbow a little bit. There you go, look at that. That's a good mountain. Perhaps there's your picture right there. Oh, look, it's a monolith right next to us too. I think we have to take that. All right. We're gonna land right here on the mountainside. All right, let's get a measurement. It's crisp weather. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Regular Sentinel patrols. Okay, we sort of had a heads up about that from orbit. But this monolith, this is going to help us in a lot of ways. So let's go ahead and we'll learn some more words for the Gek. Words that we need. Words like all and so and whoa. Is that a hauler? Did you see that? What? Oh, it was 2 ships in one, first of all. Shuttle A28? No. That one's an A38 plus 6. Look at that. That means you could catch that. You could catch that hauler to buy here in this system. All right, back to what we were doing. We know that's what it means, but will we stay here to do that? Probably not. We have a really nice hauler. All right, minimum landmark. The Gek first spawn, destroy the pirate. Destroy the pirate, obey. The monolith melts in front of my eyes. The face of a traitor emerges. Its beak cut off for reasons unknown. It screams and writhes in the bubbling vertical lava, desperately reaching out to me. Abandon it. The lifeform is absorbed back into the rock. I hear an echo of laughter. The monolith is pleased by my actions. I am released. Yeah. Gotta let the pirate go. Ooh, learned nothing new. Ooh, that confronts me. I don't know how I feel about that. Alright, let's see if we can find a manufacturing facility perhaps on this planet, or at least some life forms to scan. We can learn a little bit about this planet before we depart. Oh, but the sky. For a cold planet? I mean, we gotta go with one last one. And that's gonna be where we wrap things up. This has been No Man's Sky, episode 201. Thank you so much for joining me. I do hope you've had a good time watching. As always, I've had a good time playing. Until next time, take care.